Welcome back. Today we talk about how DACA is going to affect nurses everywhere. We talk about an insane psychopathic male nurse that has killed 84 plus patients. We talk about Nurse Ratched coming to Netflix somewhere near you. And last but not least, we talk about the nurses going back to school. Labor Day's here. The semester has started. Let's go get it. Let's get the party started.
You'll be doing things you don't like doing in order to go on living, that is, to go on doing things you don't like doing, which is stupid. Better to have a short life that is full of what you like doing than a long life spent in a miserable way.
Hey! Welcome back, you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. My name is Swardik Mayanja, and on this channel, I bring you news, research, current events, and fun topics that matter to nurses everywhere. And today, we're starting off with DACA and how this is going to affect nurses everywhere. So for those who don't know, DACA stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which means that kids under the age of 16 who came here to America before 2007, they were safe from being deported from America, right? They were safe. They were not going to get picked up and deported if you were part of the Dreamers, right? That's the DACA. That's what it's for. And Donald Trump, the White House, the administration have decided that they were going to discontinue DACA. That is no more, which is humongous. It's a really sad thing. And how does this affect nursing? It affects us in a huge way. The largest union for nurses in America has put out a statement defending and protecting nurses, as nurses, specifically nurses that are part of the DACA program, and just people, the 800,000 people who are in DACA. They stated the young people who have been protected from being torn apart from their families and their communities by DACA should have the right to continue to contribute to our society. They continue by saying, at a time when the words and actions of this administration have encouraged white supremacists and others who foment racial hatred and division, targeting these law-abiding young people who work, study, and have become valuable members of our diverse nation would send a dreadful message to our nation, which is so very true. So number one, we start out with him saying that the white supremacists, they need someone to defend them as well. This is coming from the president of the US of A. And then secondly, he puts out he then discontinues DACA, which basically, as I described to you, these are children that came to America without any choice. It wasn't their choice. It wasn't their decision. They didn't just get up, be under the age of 16 and say, you know what, today I'm going to illegally go across the border and come on over to America. No, that is obviously not the situation. These children came here not by their choice. They grew up here. All they know, the majority of them, all they know is America. They don't even speak a different language but English. So this is home to them. Literally, this is their home. This is where they grew up. This is where they're studying. Understanding the fact that these students, these young adults, need to get their license to stay and not be deported. They need to get that license renewed every 2 years. And to get the license, to get that authorization, you need to, number one, have a high school diploma or being educated in high school to get that diploma, or and not have any criminal record. So understand, these are literally the best, the people we want to stay the absolute most. Not saying that those people who came to America over the age of 16 before 2007, or just the adults who came to America, are not doing the same thing, are not being educated, or not giving back to the country. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is these children, these people, these young adults know nothing else. This is their home. These are, if we were going to save anyone, these are the people that would stay 100 times over. And I honestly believe that people on both sides, Republican, Democrat, progressive, libertarian, whoever you are, I know you believe that these children who had no choice, it wasn't their decision to come here, they would be the ones you'd want to stay, right? These are the kids you want to stay. So to figure out, so how does this affect nurses? How does this affect healthcare? Let's get into that real quick. So between 2012 and 2016, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services reported that 23 states, plus Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Virgin Islands, have approved 787,580 Dreamers into the program. Almost half of those Dreamers were from California and Texas. Additionally, a recent survey showed that the largest percentage of DACA participants, this is important, 21%, were employed in the educational and health services industries. There are countless stories of students who have been able to pursue their dreams of nursing because of this program, with significant nursing shortages predicted for states like California and Texas. Remember, those two are the states who had the most Dreamers participants. And New Jersey. Ending DACA could pose a serious threat to our entire medical system. So let's just pause right there, right? Just let's soak that in, right? Because so we're saying we want to kick out all the illegals. We want all the bad guys to go. We want you to do it right? So these children had no choice. They didn't have an option. It wasn't their decision to come to America illegally. They grew up in America. All they know is America. America is their home. It is their country. They wave the flag. They pay. This is their country, right? This is America. This is their America, just like you and I, right? So the largest portion of these kids who believe America is their home, just like every other American that was born in this country, right? They believe it to the core of who they are. The largest percentage of these dreamers have decided to choose nursing and education and healthcare services in general as their job, as their career, which is absolutely amazing, right? How when you think about someone giving back, right, what are the two things that comes to your mind? You think of healthcare and you think of education, teachers and healthcare, right? Those are the ways you can give back in your entire life through a career. Those are the two biggest careers when you think of giving back. And the majority, the largest portion of the dreamers have decided to go into those two fields of career, right? Which is, I think, amazing. And these are the kids that the Trump administration has decided we need to get rid of. These are the young adults they said we need to get rid of. Right? Let's get rid of these guys. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. So I just did a little math just to get a quick glimpse of what it would be like if we lost all these 800,000 dreamers, right? So the 21% of the dreamers that are in education and in healthcare, that would be 168,000 people we would lose from education that are giving back in every way they can through education and healthcare. We would lose them right there. Cut it in half. That means 84,000 nurses, doctors, 84,000. These are healthcare providers. And you and I know, especially with the nurse shortage that is going on right this minute, especially in Texas with Hurricane Harvey that just hit. We need nurses more than ever. We need healthcare providers more than ever. These young adults, these people who are nurses, these people who are teachers, these people who are doctors, these people who are nurse assistants, they want to give back to the country that they love, that they believe, that they live, that they grew up in, and no choice of their own. All they want to do is continue living and have the American dream, and Trump has ripped that from us. These children are innocent in every way possible, and not only are they innocent, they're giving back to the country that they believe is theirs, and now the country is saying, nope, you do not belong here. In fact, we don't even want you here. Get out. That is it. So moving forward, this is kind of from one bad story to another bad story. This is just absolutely insanity. So just hang with me here. Hang with me here. So a German male nurse has been suspected of killing 84 plus patients. What? Yes, 84 patients. How did he get away with this? How did it happen? Let's find out. So a former German male nurse is suspected of killing at least 84 patients by injecting them with lethal drugs. Niels Hogel, 40-year-old male, was jailed in 2015 after being convicted of killing 6 people. In past hearings, Hogel admitted to injecting patients with a drug that can cause heart failure and circulatory collapse, so he could then try to revive them. He said he felt euphoric when he managed to bring a patient back to life and devastated when he failed. That is the most selfish, disgusting explanation as to why you would put someone, you would risk someone's life. So you can have that euphoric feeling of bringing them back when you're the one who put them in that situation. It truly is a psychopath. This is insanity. So this happened. So this was in 2015. Those 6 people, and he did admit to, yes, I would give these people injections, and then they would, injections of a lethal drug, get them under circulatory collapse or heart failure, do a CPR, try to revive this patient, and oh my goodness, I'm the hero. This is some crazy, like, Joker, insane nursing type crazy shit. It's insane. It's just insane. So, police told CNN they believe Hogel killed 36 patients in Oldenburg between 1999 and 2001. Oldenburg is just a city, a town in Germany. And another 48 people from the hospital in Delmenhorst, which is also another town in Germany where he just went from one clinic to another. Police say the number of victims may be even higher, but the final number may never be known, as some possible victims were cremated. So from 1999 to 2015, this man was injecting people with lethal drugs just so he can revive them, so he can get the glory, right? And in that time, right now we're at 80, 90 people. So that's 5 people per year that he was doing this. And I'm guessing in the beginning it started slow. And then towards the end he got crazy and started doing a lot of them. The only reason he was ever caught is because another co-worker, another nurse saw him injecting the men and were like, what the hell are you doing? They took him to court, and next thing you know, he's in jail. It blows my mind, because I know where I work, we have the Omnicell, we have a check, we have pharmacists. If I take out too many Tylenols, they call and they say, we're missing 4 or 5 Tylenols. They do this every single day. I understand from 1999, but it took till 2015 for them to notice. This is crazy. At 2 different hospitals, this is insanity. This is, of course, he is the problem. He is the psycho. He's the craziest person on the planet. And I know heart disease is the biggest killer around the world, right? So for someone to die from a heart attack, or someone to die of circulatory collapse, the number one question is not who did it. The number one question is, like, this is sad. And he obviously, because it lasted that long, he wasn't stupid. He wasn't doing this to people who came in with a broken leg. Next thing you know, they die. Maybe, I don't know, but for him to have done it that long, I'm guessing he wasn't stupid. So all of these patients he was doing it to must have had some kind of cardiac or circulatory issue, right? But still, that does not leave it open for the pharmacists, the doctors, the other nurses around him, everybody else, his case manager. I mean, there's 1,000 people that work with each patient. No one noticed in his 15 years, 16 years of just literally putting these patients in, like, cold blue situations just so he could feel euphoric. No one noticed that this was a little insane. Mind you, I haven't worked in a hospital in any of those situations, so I don't know how it is. I don't know how often these things happen, but it must have been a little iffy. And I think the prosecutors have literally the same concerns I do. They stated the killings could have been prevented if the people responsible at the time, and I stress at the time, particularly at the Oldenburg clinic, but also later on in Delmenhorst, hadn't hesitated to alert authorities, for example, state prosecution. So they're saying themselves, if someone there, if the other nurses, if the doctors, if some of the pharmacists, if someone that was noticing some mishap between when he would take care of patients and all the times that he would do this crazy CPR and bring these people back to life, it would have been noticed and been like, okay, we could stop this because this is getting a little ridiculous, right? It's getting just a little bit ridiculous. This is absolutely insanity. I think it's horrific. It is the worst kind of killing. People come to the hospital to be saved. For someone to be that disgusting, to be that selfish, to be putting other people in life or death situations just so they could get the euphoria of saving them, it's too much. He needs to be in an insane asylum. Throw the freaking book at him. He is already in life in prison, but my God, even for those people that survived, for him to have done CPR or whatever the hell he had done, hit him with epi, whatever he did to bring these people back to life, even those people have life. I mean, to literally be dead, to literally go into circulatory collapse for someone to bring you back, that's enough trauma that could, be with you for the rest of your life. This man is crazy. This man is insane. This man is psychotic, right? But we do need to look at the bigger picture. The pharmacists, the people, the healthcare providers around him, I don't want to say are responsible. They're not responsible, obviously, but I do believe this kind of situation should not have been continued for this long. Should not. I mean, it's scary, it's insane, but that's the situation. This is insane. It's insane shit. So from one crazy nurse to another crazy nurse, but this one a little more on the exciting part. Nurse Ratched. Yes, nurses are taking the front stage, getting the spotlight once again. So Nurse Ratched, you guys all, everyone know, every nurse knows Nurse Ratched, and she's from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I read the book somewhere in high school, middle school, I don't remember, but I do remember the movie with Jack Nicholson. Great, insane, amazing movie, right? Amazing movie. And of course, the focus wasn't on Nurse Ratched. It was Jack Nicholson. But that movie, without Nurse Ratched, is not a movie. I mean, god damn it, she was amazing in that movie. Nurse Ratched is the scariest, most intense, like, crazy, love her nurse ever, right? But it's coming to Netflix. A series is coming to Netflix. So Sarah Paulson is set to star as One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest villain Nurse Ratched in a new prequel series for Netflix entitled Ratched. Love it. I love it already. Ryan Murphy is going to be the executive producer, along with Michael Douglas, who produced the first film, 1975 film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So them together are going to produce this. Sarah Paulson from American Horror Story is going to be Nurse Ratched, which I'm really, really excited. And this entire series, it's a prequel, so it's before what happened in the actual movie. Show Ratched will start in 1947 and follow Ratched's journey and evolution from nurse to full-fledged monster, according to Deadline. The series will track her murderous progression through the mental healthcare system. Woohoo! I'm actually really excited. If this movie takes off, if this series is legit, if this series is fire, remember it's going to be on Netflix and they're already committed to 18 episodes. If this series takes off, I might just review it on this channel because I love it. I absolutely love this. I love mental health. I love that whole psychiatric side of nursing, of healthcare. Nurse Ratched, she's literally she's up there with Nightingale. Obviously, I'm talking about in fictional. Nurse Ratched is like Nurse Jackie. It's she's up there. She's amazing, right? But Sarah Paulson, I love her. She does an amazing job in American Horror Story. I think that she is kind of the perfect casting person for this show. But she does have to live up to Louise Fletcher, who was the original nurse. She was the original Nurse Ratched, and she did win an Oscar for that movie. So she's got her, her work cut out for her. But this is all about Nurse Ratched. The focus is going to be her. It's going to be her before she was this murderous, crazy, psychotic nurse. I'm excited for it. I'm really, really excited for it, and hopefully, I get to. Hopefully it's good enough that I review it, because the more spotlight us nurses get, the better. I'm always there. I'll take it any day of the week. And then the heroes of the week, and I say heroes if you were paying attention, because this time I'm talking about nursing students. And I'm not talking about the nurse students who are already nurses, who are getting their bachelor's, their master's, NP, advanced. Nope. You guys are nurses already. I'm talking, it's a week after Labor Day. So we got brand new students starting their nursing programs. We have nursing students who are back after the first year, the second year, and they're back into their nursing programs, starting clinicals for the first time. They're doing everything for the first time for you brand new nurses out there. All I'm going to say is good luck. Good luck, good luck, good luck. As a nurse today, I've only done it for a full year. I'm continuing my education. I want to get my master's. I want to become an NP. But I have to say, to this day, I believe it to the core of who I am. Nursing school was the absolute hardest thing I have ever done. For you going through it right now, I am praying for you. We need more nurses. You just heard me talk about the nurse shortage that we have. So do it. Study. Focus. I can't give you as much, details. That'll be for future videos. All I'm saying is, you guys are brave. You guys are strong. You guys can do it. Just get through it. Get as much help as you can, because once you become a nurse, it will all be worth it. I love what I do, and I help people every single day. So, heroes of the week goes out to all the nursing students out there. Best of luck with the semester. Don't take any of these insanely difficult nursing quizzes and tests to heart. Remember, once you get into nursing school, not only do they teach you how to be a nurse, they teach you how to think like a nurse, right? So nurse, everything is different. Everything is different. Get through it and you'd love it. So a couple of questions today that I would like to see you guys answer in the comment section below. Number one, give one piece of advice to all the future nurses, student nurses right now down below. If you are a student nurse, what have you been doing that has gotten you through this far, and what do you plan on continuing to do? And then next question, final question for the week. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you excited for Ratched? Because I sure am. Nurse Ratched, holy balls. This might be the next thing after Nurse Jackie. We got 2 seasons coming. Let me know if you're going to watch it. I am, definitely. Thank you again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.